Hello, everybody, and welcome to Money and Markets Week Ahead, What to Watch on Wall Street. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for moneyandmarkets.com, as well as the host of the Bull and the Bear podcast. Just in case you are interested in listening to the Bull and the Bear podcast, we are on at least once a week, most weeks twice a week, and you can catch us on many podcast providers such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're also on Spotify and iHeartRadio. We are on YouTube as well. You can check out our YouTube channels. Go to YouTube and type in Money and Markets, and there you'll have it. Let's jump right into what you can expect for the first week of August. The Federal Reserve continues to stand ready for its bazooka if the U.S. economy needs it. It's already done it once, and it's apparently not afraid to do it again. Last week, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the central bank will continue to use its full resources to bolster the U.S. economy. Fed did hold interest rates level at between 0% and 0.25%. Stock market responded by falling somewhat both Wednesday and Thursday. And the Federal Open Market Committee, after its two-day meeting last week, said the economic activity and employment have picked up slightly, but continue to be well below their levels from the beginning of the year. This week could be a pretty solid barometer in terms of how investors take the news of interest rates, as well as that weaker economic activity. Big IPO roadshow is kicking off this week. The parent company of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Loans is expected to price its IPO this week. Rocket Companies, which is based in Detroit, will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol RKT. Plans to offer 150 million shares at a price range between $20 and $22 per share. They hope to raise about $3.2 billion with the IPO. If you use a $21 midpoint of their price range, Rocket Companies could see a fully diluted market value of $42 billion, which is pretty significant. The company is using 14 different underwriters. That's right, 14 different underwriters for the offering, and it would be the largest IPO of the year. Rocket Companies announced its roadshow to a pitch as the pitch to potential investors last week ahead of the IPO. Another data dump coming up this week for investors to digest. This week's data will include IHS Markit's Manufacturing Purchase Managers Index, which gauges manufacturing activity in the U.S. In June, the index registered at 51.3. That indicates a slight expansion in the manufacturing index. That manufacturing index will be reported on Monday morning. On Wednesday, the government will release its trade deficit for the month of June. In May, the deficit was a negative $54.6 billion. National unemployment will be unveiled on Friday morning for the month of July. Unemployment was 11.1% in June. That could tick slightly higher due to the second round of coronavirus shutdowns that are going on around the country, but still too early to see. Regardless, all this information put together will paint an interesting picture for investors to really dive into and determine what the next steps are for the stock market. More key earnings coming up this week. We'll have a full list of them on our story on Money and Markets, but some of the few you can expect. Clorox, which has become wildly popular during the coronavirus for justifiable reasons. It will release its quarterly earnings on Monday before the market opens. Diamondback Energy will be reporting Monday after the market closes. Others include Activision Blizzard, a big video game company. They will report Tuesday after the market closes. Beyond Meat and BioMarin Pharmaceutical will also report Tuesday after the market closes. On Wednesday, CVS Health and Moderna, the big coronavirus, they've been in the news lately over the coronavirus and developing a potential vaccine. Both those companies will report Wednesday before the market opens. Franco-Nevada, the gold company that has soared recently, it will be reporting Wednesday after the market closes. And then coming up on Thursday, you'll have Bristol-Myers Squibb before the market closes, and then T-Mobile and Uber will both report after the market closes. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for moneyandmarkets.com, as well as the host of the Bull and Bear podcast. And this has been your Money and Markets Week Ahead and what to look for on Wall Street. Until next time, safe trading.